Hey there, cats and kittens. Welcome. My name is Alonda Carter, and I am the Recovering Hunbot. I create anti-MLM videos, that is anti-multi-level marketing, and on occasion I do dip my toes into true crime, but if you think about it, isn't multi-level marketing criminal? If you have ever been in a multi-level marketing company, then you're probably familiar with scripts. You know, the random message from someone you don't really know, or someone from high school you haven't spoken to in years. Yeah, they love to slide into your DMs and add value to your life. Insert the biggest eye roll in the history of all eye rolls on the planet. Today, we're going to check out a Huns script after they ask if the person is, quote, open, to take a look at what it is that they're trying to do to make some extra money on the side. And then, if you don't have time, if you're not interested, no biggie. Whenever you hear a message similar to that, it is a Higdon classic. Ray Higdon, that is. If you don't know who he is, I've done a number of videos on him. He is one of those multi-level marketing coaches. Ray always preaches posture. You got to be cool, man, And he also says giving a prospect an out, like, if you don't have time or something, is very powerful. He wants you to pretend like you're busy. You got to run because, there's other people you got to talk to and yada, 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 yada. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of like vomit in my own mouth right now. The contents of this video is based on my research, experience, and opinions. It is intended for entertainment purposes. You might say that I do side-eye the MLM industry. Anyone I mentioned in this video is a public figure. Please do not send any hate to anyone mentioned or anyone in the multi-level marketing, direct sales, network marketing, whatever you want to call it. Don't send hate to any of them or the companies or anything like that. Be kind to each other and to me in the comment section, because I am critiquing an industry that I find to be problematic. Now let's get to those scripts. I learned 90% of this from both Ray and Jess, and I owe them everything for it. Here's my script, guys, after I pop the "Are you open?" question. Remember the "Are you open?" That's part of Ray's thing. And for Pete's sake, abolish the word opportunity from your keyboard and mouth. Use open. And now if you hear open, it's the same as opportunity. Most of the time, I get them on the phone and say urgently and excitedly, listen, I'm hosting, or in your case, we're having a private Zoom meeting tonight at 7 p.m. that explains what we are doing. Now, here's the next golden line of my script that is straight gangster that I owe most of my success to. Really? Gangster? Really? Let me know if you can't make it so I can invite someone else on if you can't make it. Cool? Okay, yeah, total gangster. Are you guys feeling the gangster side of that? Because I'm not. Most people aren't that familiar with Zoom and the amount of people that can actually be on at one time. And if you can understand the fact that people make decisions based on fear of loss, you'll go far. Check that out. People making a decision based on fear of loss. That's how you want people to make a decision to join your team. And this whole thing that most people aren't familiar with Zoom and don't know how many people can be on. If you have a free version, you are limited. If you have a paid version, depending on what version you have, or if your company, like if you actually have like a real job and you have like a corporate access to it, you can schedule, Zoom meetings and stuff. Endless amounts of people. So I think that he's saying this in case someone has a free one. And I believe, if memory serves, you can have like 4 people on at one time, plus yourself, or is it 3 people in one? I'm not sure. It's one of those. Anyway, so if it's just you and one other person, they don't know, like, oh, you got to make it seem like, oh, other people are going to come on later, or they couldn't make it, make up some bologna sandwich because they're going to buy whatever BS you're slinging. I mean, is that not stinky to you? Because to me, it smells. And if they do happen to know how many can be on Zoom, you can say, look, we take this very seriously and can only help so many launch at one time. Oh, good gravy. What a... Seriously? Do people buy that? And you know what? What are you launching? Because you're not launching your own business, but you're going to tell them that, right? But it's not. You make it sound like it's going to be a business in the box. It's all done for you. No, you're joining someone's stupid team, and you don't really want to do that. Please don't do that. Here's the next and very important step and script if they couldn't be on. Look, last night's Zoom was such a slam dunk. We're actually doing another one tonight. If you can't get on, let me know. You get the drift. In my case, we have a Zoom every single night, but since I use urgency and fear of loss, it works very well. Is that making you just want to punch someone? Because it does me, especially right now in this pandemic, when people are fearful, when people have lost their jobs, when people could be kicked out and evicted of their homes, may not have meals. Hearing this kind of crap burns me up because they don't care if they dip into the pockets of someone and they get their last dime because they're going to tell them, oh, you're going to make it all back. And the chances of that, slim and next to none. If you don't have regular Zoom meetings in this day and age, pandemic, then you need to start now, today. I don't care if you press play on your dang video on your laptop and do the Zoom from your phone, pointing your phone camera at your laptop. Even if it's just you and one other person, you could change their life forever. Just like Ray and I changed their life forever. Yeah, change their life by what? Ripping them off. Change their life by getting them involved in something where most likely they are going to lose time and money. Boy, does that sound like a plan? People are starving. Yeah. And yet you want them to join MLM. You should be ashamed of yourself. We were too. We have a gift. Invite them, bless them, and most importantly, help them. That whole invite and bless them, that kind of takes me back to how I've been doing the review of the Women's Gifting Table Handbook and how it has that kind of stuff in it. And even as a Beachbody coach, it's all about invite, invite, invite. One of the 4 vital behaviors. How is getting anyone involved in this a blessing? But yet, they see it as a blessing because they see people who have, quote, made it, and they think, yeah, I can do that too. But they will find out after they've spent so much money and so much time that even if they can get like a little bit of traction, it's holding on to it, and that's stressful. By the way, I'm going to meet Ray one day soon. He literally has no idea who I am and what he's done for me and my small family, and personally thank him for changing my life. And if you haven't bought his new book and you're in this group, clear his throat. God bless y'all and have a Merry frickin' Christmas. Here's the thing. People look to Higdon as if he is some god of multi-level marketing. I mean, if your company that you join, because every company has a plan of action you're to follow, if that's not working, why do you think anybody else's plan is all of a sudden going to make everything go click, 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 click? Most likely it's not. If somebody has a little bit of traction and, they're kind of faltering, perhaps if they do some of the crap that he says, it will help them because they already have a network and stuff. But overall, most of the people in there, and there's over 13,000 people, they're not making money. They keep paying Ray, or they might be a lifer, or they may have joined a new MLM because they left their old MLM. But they're not having the success. I would love to see the number of people that he has actually helped over the years, and they're making a livable wage minus all the expenses. How much are they making in an hour with all of that? Because usually it is less than minimum wage. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. How does all of this make you feel? Me, it just burns me up. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you spending time with me. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Kwanzaa, whatever else is going on. And I'll see you in my next video. Remember, you're beautiful and I love you.